live already? Are we live already, Messing Up Podcast? Put your headphones on. Can you hear me?
Is there a snare in your headphones?
I can't tell if I can hear myself. Yo, can you guys hear me?
I hear you.
In the chat, you hear me?
Yeah, of course.
How come I feel like I don't hear myself?
Is there a snare in your headphones?
I don't think there's a snare in my headphones.
Somebody check the snare in his headphones.
Messing Up Podcast, we are live, episode 178.
Episode
Live and direct.
7, 8.
You know, we're one of you know what we don't have? We are one of very few podcasts that do this thing for real deal live. For real deal live. There are some that go live, they got a whole bunch of people on set. They got like cameras, lights, cameras, action.
Studio crew.
Yeah, exactly, man. Come on. But yeah, what should I do? Should I welcome the people? Thank you guys.
Welcome the people in.
Welcome to people, man. It's episode 178, Master Numb Podcast, and we are here. We are Twizzless today, but you're not even going to know it. It's going to be seamless. It's going to be seamless. And there's a job opening. You know, if anybody's interested in being a podcast producer, Twiz needs a per diem for coverage.
Yeah.
So let us know. Let us know if you guys want to come through and you want to learn. Hit your boy.
Send in your resumes.
Yes, your resumes. And but yeah, we appreciate everybody in the chat. We appreciate everybody that tunes into every live episode, whether it's on YouTube, Kick, or Twitch, and everybody that watches all the archived episodes if you don't get to watch them live. We do prefer you watch them live so you can participate in the chat and throw some stuff to talk about. Jump in that Discord and share some topics, share some jokes, share some trends. And yeah, if you don't get to watch the video version, or you can only watch the audio version or listen to the audio version rather, make sure you check us out. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Store, Stitcher, Podbean, anywhere that you consume your favorite audio podcast. And if you don't find us on your favorite audio podcast, Berto's about to let you know what you should do.
Join the Discord and harass us viciously until we place the podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform, because we're pretty much in most of the mainstream ones. So if we got to place ourselves onto some fucking 4chan group so you can listen to us, we would do it. We do it for you guys. And with that being said, let the show begin.
With that being said, damn, so what's going on? How was your weekend? Talk to me, man. You do anything?
Oh, man. What did I do this weekend?
Some bare knuckle. Wasn't it bare knuckle?
Oh, man. I watched the... Holy shit. Did you watch the Mike Perry fight?
I didn't. He fought Eddie Alvarez, right? Even though they're like 50 pounds between the two of them. Like,
man, what a fucking slobber knocker.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not... If you don't like watching... Like, if fights are... If you kind of, like... Don't dip your toe in too much, and you like watch from the other side of the room. Don't ever watch a bare knuckle event.
Yeah, don't.
Holy shit, dude! These guys were killing each other. I kind of want to ruin it for you and tell you. Do you
go ahead,
you know
man? I don't care. I know what happened. I saw Mike Perry being interviewed, so I imagine Mike Perry probably beat the hell out of Eddie Alvarez.
It was another he didn't get off the stool. He didn't. His coach stopped it. He was like, all right,
I wouldn't doubt it. Mike Perry's a savage.
He broke his orbital.
Bro, I'm surprised he didn't knock his head off his shoulders. He's so much bigger than him.
He got the shit beat out of him in the first round.
Perry did?
Yeah, and then just came back in the second round and just went in.
Damn, I got to be honest with you. I regret telling you to tell me.
Yeah. Dude, Eddie's boxing looks so fucking sharp. He's a better boxer than him. He's just not.
He's from Philly, man.
He's just not. You could tell he was a better boxer. He had better movement, and he was landing more often, but he just wasn't ready for the amount of violence that like Mike Perry is like able to fucking put out.
Yeah, now
That's
Mike
like his
Perry,
title. He's the king of violence.
Bro, he is, and he has no understanding of when he's hurt. He's like a pit bull.
Yeah.
Like they bred pain receptors out of Mike Perry. He has no idea. Remember what Vicente Luque did to his nose?
Oh, when it was like flat?
Bro, he turned that. Yo, his nose. Have you seen his profile recently? Bro, he looks like a skull with no flesh on it. Mm-hmm. That shit is just flat. He looks like Skeletor. It's crazy.
Yeah, he can't breathe out of it. That's why he talks like that.
Yeah, no, he can't breathe out of that. No, he cannot breathe out of it. But, you know, it just goes to show you like the skills across all fighting styles that an MMA fighter can have.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's so crazy that I feel like bringing up this back and forth I had with this guy on Instagram.
Oh, go ahead. Yo, just your context. Like, I feel like when you put yourself out online, like that's like something that happens. There's like, I don't get to enjoy these online wars with like strangers. Like, I feel like I need to start going out there and commenting on things so people could like, so I can have the same kind of interaction.
No, it wasn't a war. I won't call it a war. What I'll say is it was just an exchange because I want to get your opinion on this. And if anybody's in the chat, I'm not looking, but I'll take a look now. if anybody's in the chat, I want to know. If anybody's in the chat, I'm not looking, but I'm. Sorry, that's my phone. Little background vocal, but
it's a little reverb.
Yeah, look, Saif said he could press buttons. Yeah, Saif trying to get down. You know, to give him my spot, I'm breaking fingers to his head. Twiz, don't worry, man. Don't worry. It's per diem for you. Somebody that you can call a little sooner than you like to let us know that you won't be here. So you can call them a little sooner for some coverage, and then this way we can work it out. I'm just kidding.
We're gonna get an agency.
Yeah, but the agency producer, right?
Yeah, 100%. But go ahead.
Yeah. So here's my question. It's for the chat for anybody that wants to chime in. How do you feel about a trained fighter, whether it be whatever the martial art is? I don't care if it's boxing. I don't care if it's wrestling, jiu-jitsu, judo, taekwondo, kickboxing, Muay Thai, whatever the discipline. How do you feel about a person that's trained at a professional level using that against a person that is barely a threat to them? By barely, I mean way older, way smaller, and blacked out drunk.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's I think they should avoid like combat with like people like that at all costs.
With regular people.
Yeah.
Yo, do me a favor. You want to move that table back? The arm is kind of blocking you on the nice.
Like that?
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
So yeah, so you think it's crazy, right?
Yeah, I think it's crazy. I think you can't just like when you see like videos of like Conor knocking out old dudes or punching old dudes and shit like that, like that shit's unacceptable.
Yeah, but he did kind of paw at that guy. That wasn't the craziest thing. I mean, but it's wrong in general.
Yeah,
it's wrong in general. You know, I think he was having to bag himself because it looked like he wouldn't have broken an egg with that punch. That guy was like, what the hell? That guy looked around like there was a fly in the room. You know, like,
oh, dude, Mike Perry punching that other old dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that guy was crazy, though. That guy was bugging.
Events like these are unacceptable is what you're trying to get at, right?
Yeah, but those people weren't. The video that I'm referring to is this guy posted his video of this guy that's blacked out drunk, an old homeless man, blacked out drunk, and he's pursuing whoever's holding the camera. Guy proceeds to be like, hey, don't touch me, buddy, don't touch me. Drops this guy. Guy falls flat on his back, drunk and like, what the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ, son of a bitch. And then manages to get back to his feet. The guy that hit him continues to film him while he slowly stands up. This guy wouldn't have survived an 8 count. The guy would have stayed. He would have been counted out. 10 seconds. He'd have been done. He gets up. Dude proceeds to drop him again. And then, like, the video kind of cuts off shortly after that. So I just said randomly, like, he shouldn't have hit the guy. Guy didn't need to be hit. He was so drunk he couldn't walk. Then come to find out, people start responding to me. You know, I'm having like, you know, I'm just responding to people like, okay, you know, you can have your opinion, whatever. But like, he didn't need to hit the guy.
Yeah.
The guy that did the video ends up getting in a conversation.
He responds.
He ends up getting in a conversation talking about, you know, I hit him because I was defending people that he was trying to assault. He was trying to assault a woman and he hit me, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, you didn't need to hit the guy. You're way bigger than him. You're way younger than him. And you clearly just wanted to hit somebody. Like, it's very clear when somebody just wants to hit somebody, you know? So then I happened to go and look at his page. He posted the whole video of the altercation. He's pursuing this guy for like 10 yards, following him while the guy's walking away, the drunk guy. Guy finally turns around and is like, okay, you want to get to... And then lunges at him, and that's where his video starts.
Yeah,
the original post.
Original video started.
Where the repost started, mm-hmm. So I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, now you posted the video of yourself following this guy until he turns around to engage you, and then you proceed to drop his ass multiple times. Then I look even further on his profile, and he's an MMA fighter.
Which is the wildest part.
Bro, he's like, I dropped him only twice, and then finally I held him down with jiu-jitsu. That's what he says. So I'm like, bro, you said yourself you know jiu-jitsu. You are a mixed martial artist, and you took it upon yourself. The guy was so blacked out. I wish I had the video to show you guys. The guy was so blacked out drunk, he couldn't even stand.
Yeah, you can't be knocking out drunk dudes in the middle of the street, in the middle of the day. It's like...
Yeah, and then there's a video on his he had like 4 different videos on his page of this altercation. One of the videos, he's pinning the guy down while the guy's all bloody, and he's laughing about it. Like with people that are walking by, like bystanders. He's like, ha, 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 like talking like people, they're talking about the Raiders. They're talking about football.
This ties into the story I think I said last week. Remember where I said a story about being at the barbershop and how I took that guy's spot?
Yes. Yes, you did tell me that.
And there was like this, like, some of the barbers felt like they were like, I would have did this or that. And I was just like, why do you feel like you got to fucking like strike this old dude? You know, because he's old. Like, why do you don't get anything? Like, essentially, same thing with that guy knocking out a drunk guy. You don't get any points. You don't win any awards for knocking out drunk dudes.
No, you could tell he just wanted to hit somebody. He was having fun hitting that guy. The guy was hammered, half his size and twice his age.
That guy was already half knocked out.
He started at an 8 count, a standing 8. That's what he started. He started at a standing 8 count. That's where the fight starts.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is that possible? Guy's on Queer Street.
Before that guy started, it could have been called a fucking technical knockout.
Yo, straight up. Yo, referee stoppage.
Yeah.
As soon as the guy opened his next beer. You know, I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? And the guy was like cursing at me in the comments, telling me that I'm making up stories. I'm like, how am I making up stories? You posted the video. I'm commenting on the exact video you put up, dude.
That's people love attention and clout more than anything else.
And that's what I told him. I said, do not allow your desire for like this online heroic persona. That's not a Gracie breakdown video. Like, Henner's not going to break down your video, facts. Dude. Yeah. He's not going to give you credit for this. You know, dude, he could have, like, inside tripped this guy and just laid on top of him in side control. And the guy would have been like, the guy wouldn't have been able to do anything. He could have gift wrapped him like this.
He could have even went, like, more aggressive and, like, hip tossed this dude in the street. And everybody would have been like, okay, all right.
Even so. Yeah. And then just hold him, side control, mount, whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, this guy is crazy. And he just kept defending himself, like defending what he did. I'm like, I advise him to take it down. I'm like, you should probably take this down before your coach sees it. Like, don't let your coach see this. I would be mortified if my coach saw me do some shit like that. I'd be mortified.
It's one thing, and I think that it's a little more. I think it's also not cool if you're a regular guy knocking.
That's why I don't wear my gym shirt when I'm out drinking or I'm out at a bar. I don't wear any of that shit.
So
right?
So if you knock somebody out, nobody knows.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Because I don't want to be caught in a scenario where it can be misconstrued.
100%.
Because I don't know 100% of the context. He shared the context. But all I know is unless that guy had a weapon, like if he had a knife or something, drop that fool. Drop that fool. If he's got a box cutter or something, you drop his ass. You know, but if he had a beer in his hand, first of all, the guy's such a drunk. Both times he dropped him, the guy didn't even drop his beer.
Didn't spill a single fucking ounce.
He did not drop his beer, not one time. Held it in his hand crazy. The whole time.
What kind of a beer was it?
It looked like a Cobra.
Yeah?
Yeah. Or like a Mad Dog or some shit. It looked like a Cobra, but
malt liquor for sure.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm not, it is what it is. I'm over it, but I just, advice to anybody, if you know how to fight or you're trained to fight, don't beat up old drunk guys, man. That's not cool, man.
So people want to beat people up. I really don't get it.
Like, how you go and tell your homie that story? What about the shit with that young rapper?
Oh, the rapper who one of his fans approached like the car, the security.
We don't know this rapper. He's another one of those SoundCloud rappers that just gets posted and you go on his shit and you're like, what? 2 million people know who you are?
Yeah, I have no idea who this guy is, but he was outside of like a venue, I guess. A fan approaches his car to get a selfie with him. Security guard knocks this kid out. And he's just standing up stiff. He's
stiff, leaning against the wall because he's so knocked out, but there wasn't enough room for him to fall down.
Yep. And one of the entourages or somebody else comes out and just squares up with this essentially like dead body, right?
Bro, he was one of them funeral guys in the corner, like at the wake. One of them Puerto Rican dudes.
The dude was a fucking surfboard, essentially.
Yeah, he was a surfboard.
You ever put a surfboard in a corner of a fucking room to stand it up or against anything? He was a surfboard. He was just knocked out like this. And somebody comes up. I shouldn't laugh because it's not funny.
It's not funny.
But he squares up. And you could tell this guy's been like shadow boxing this for a long time.
Yeah.
And just two pieces this kid so fucking hard. Kid falls back. Keep in mind, he was already knocked out. Falls back, hit his head, it ends up going to the hospital. I'm pretty sure he was in intensive care. He had a brain bleed.
Yeah, his mom ended up speaking directly with the rapper.
Yep.
You know, and they were talking and shit. And I'm like, yo, sue the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, facts.
Sue his ass, bro.
Facts.
And I'm sick of these big security guards knocking out little people. There was one of those recently where it's big. Yo, this guy was a mutant. He was a
He's
mutant.
huge.
He was like 6'5", 300 pounds. No bullshit.
He was the guy. He's also, it wasn't this, the baby wasn't with him, but he's also the baby security. He's like,
The one that knocked out the influencer?
yeah.
Jeez, so he knocks this dude. He was just salty because that guy had all these little bad shorties with him. Like he had like 5 of them little influencer girls.
Yeah, he had like 5. It was on Halloween. He had like 5 Victoria's Secret
And they were all in
angels.
like togas and shit, you know. And this guy was just mad. This guy was just mad with his big mutant ass about to go home and beat it because he didn't have nothing.
He hit that kid fucking hard.
Yeah, I'm surprised that kid didn't go out. I was impressed.
I was
He fell from the sheer force.
Yeah,
Like it was
100%.
just like he got hit by a small car.
Well, he punched through him.
Yeah, he did. He landed. And then he threatened to hit the girl. Because, you know, the girls start rushing him now like, what's wrong with you? I can't believe you hit him. You hit him. Oh, my God. You could have killed him.
That's so crazy.
Yo, when this guy's like, yo, you better back up, bitch, before I drop your ass, too. I'm like, oh, my God. How much domestic violence have you witnessed?
That's crazy to think that you rush a man that just did that to another guy.
Bro, you only do that if your dad knocked out your mom on the regular.
Yeah, you
On
knock
the
out
regular.
dudes.
Every Friday, he was knocking out your mom. Then you go out there and you think it's okay to threaten a woman like that. That is so crazy to me.
I don't know.
So crazy. We got a question in the chat. I wanted to ask you something, unless you want to go straight to another topic.
No, we'll start the topics after this question. Go ahead.
So Saif is asking what you think about the new Rick and Morty. My boy, you know, the NY barber, Johnny. Shout out to Johnny. Johnny was asking me the other day what you thought about the new Rick and Morty.
About like the new voice actors or about the new season?
Just in general, the new season and the new voice actors, because he has a real problem with the new voice actors. He didn't like it.
I don't see the difference.
Okay. All right, fair. He wanted to know what you thought.
I don't really see the difference. Like, it's funny because Chris asked me about this too. And I was like, I was a couple episodes in already. I think when he asked me, there was only like 3 or 4 episodes released. And I was like, I don't really see the difference. Like now that like I'm listening for it, I think that I kind of hear it a little bit with Morty, but it doesn't bother me. I think that this season, the episodes are still like the reasons I like the show are like still held up pretty true. But I'm not caught up. I like to wait till everything's out and then watch it like, you know, consecutively.
Yeah, all right. That
Not
makes
that
sense.
there's a timeline to it, but
You like to just binge it and just
yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
I mean, it's easier to fit it in your schedule and shit like that. It's easier to.
And right now I'm rewatching all of I talked about this in the Discord.
Fair enough. I've been intrigued to watch Dragon Ball Z because I never have. I've never watched it.
You would enjoy it.
So funny. I was just talking to somebody about anime today. They were, huh? What you got? No, it was just, they were just asking about, you know, they were like, they don't really get it. Like why it's so popular. I'm like, yo, it's super popular. It's super popular.
Yeah, it's, you know what's funny? It's been out for so long. Like it's not like, I think it's just like trendy now. I don't know. I'm not a huge anime guy by any means. Like I really only watched like maybe like 3 or 4 animes, 5, 6 animes in my life, you know?
Yeah.
And that's including like the real mainstream ones like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. You know, I'm not a huge anime guy, but it's storyline, you know?
Yeah,
You
I
like
watched
that shit.
Death Note. I thought Death Note was pretty cool.
I've never seen it.
Death Note was pretty cool. And I like Ninja Scroll, old school
Ninja Scroll?
movie, yeah. Ninja Scroll was cool, man. My boy put me onto that years ago, dude. Like probably 20 years ago.
I never fucking I've never it's a show or
It's a movie.
oh, it's a movie.
Yeah. It's a movie. But
You should watch Dragon Ball Z. It's good.
what the hell's going on? Why are we getting like your Ring camera feed and shit is popping up? Are you because you're dancing all over the fucking Stream Deck.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy's stomping grapes over there right on top of the fucking Steam Deck. That's the Stream Deck.
Sorry. I probably shouldn't even be holding this because I can't see the reference monitor.
Give me that.
That's mad funny. All right, we got a lot of topics. We got a lot of shit to talk about.
Yes, Dave. Yes, Ninja Scroll is fine. Dave said Dragon Ball Z blows monkeys.
I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
Nah, I thought I always wanted to watch it. Everybody that I knew loved it, bro.
I think everybody liked that shit. I think that you're the outlier, my guy. I like you, but I think you're the outlier on this one. I think that the general public likes Dragon Ball Z. Who hurt you guys? I don't know. Damn, I missed it. What did I say the way he said that?
No, I think with what he's saying, he's referring to what we were talking about before about the guy beating up that drunk dude and stuff. I don't know I don't think you really used that right, my man.
Nah, yeah.
I don't think
we're
you
saying
like
that you shouldn't beat up drunk people.
Yeah, who hurt you is more so like that references kind of dudes when they're kind of hating on the opposite sex, or when you know what I mean, when a woman is like,
it could have been placed somewhere else though. We could have said something else.
Maybe, I don't know. If you know if you're referring to something specific, let us know. But yeah, it was Dave that put me on a Ninja Scroll. So he just said it was him.
Did you see the you probably didn't see this, but did the Grand Theft Auto 6?
I did not,
trailer?
but I did see that Mr. Beast responding to it became it broke the record. He got like 70 million views in like 6 hours or some shit like that.
It's broken the record for most views in 24 hours. It was like at 78 million views.
The trailer or his
trailer.
His reaction?
No, the trailer broke Mr. Beast's right. He previously held the record for most views in 24 hours.
Got you.
Now this trailer coming out broke that record.
Wow.
It's like 80 some odd million views.
Jesus, man. I wonder how much Rockstar paid for that.
For those views?
Yeah. Or just the advertising they put behind it to get it in front of everyone.
It leaked. It leaked first.
There's no such thing as leaks anymore, man. That's all strategic
That's what everybody's
leaking.
saying now. They say that I think one of the developers' kids like leaked it on Twitter, and everybody's saying like this was like a ploy.
What is Saif is saying a power up is good when it takes a long time to power up. Oh, he's talking about Dragon Ball Z, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Is that what he's talking about?
You know, a power up is good when it takes a long time to power up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to that point in the show yet. Like I watched it when I was a kid, obviously, but I haven't, like, now that I'm rewatching it, I haven't gotten to like, there's no Super Saiyans or anything like that. Like Goku's still a little kid where I'm watching. Like he's just met Krillin.
You know what I find? What I just realized? There's no hot anime chicks in that show, right? Dragon Ball Z.
Crazy.
It's just all shredded dudes.
No.
Are there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's typically the thing. You know, they got to give. You know, they gotta throw a little something in there, a little Laura Croft vibe. You know what I mean?
There's a character named Bulba. She's showing it all.
Yeah, Bulba.
Yeah.
You think that
she's out there showing her vulva?
You know, I was gonna say, I was like, in Spanish, vulva. Vulva. You know, they're interchangeable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's mad funny. No, but yeah, there's definitely girls in.
Oh, it's Bulma. Yeah, so
Bulma.
Chris just said Bulma is one of the anime girl goats. Yo, that's what's I got to get on the Dragon Ball Z, man. I got to get on the Dragon Ball Z, and then I'm gonna smoke you guys in Fortnite. All right, this is what's gonna happen. All right,
I'm gonna do it. You don't have the dexterity in your fingers to play Fortnite.
No, I definitely don't. I definitely don't.
Don't feel bad. That game's too mechanical for me too.
Look, I'm trying to see myself like spear fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you're not ready for the fucking.
I'm not ready.
That Fortnite takes. Did you see 23andMe got hacked? Like 6.9 million people's profiles were exposed.
You know how I feel about 23andMe.
People keep hacking. All
That's a
these
DNA
fucking
harvesting
websites.
company.
Yeah,
that's a DNA harvesting company, and you already know that these companies have already been found to be selling DNA and stuff like that, and DNA profiles to China and stuff, and other countries and other governments for their scientific research and purposes. I mean, people want to go ahead and just. Who gives a shit? I want to know how much of me is from the Balkans. And I'd like to know what percentage of me is from South Africa. Like, shut up.
I can't lie. I can't be hypocritical because I myself have done one of these DNA tests. I have not fell victim to this 23andMe scandal, but maybe the company that Minds is associated with is fucking, they're just giving it away or something like that. Like they're giving it to the fucking Targaryens. I don't know. But I do know that I did do it. I do agree with you, even, not to say in hindsight I regret it, but I do agree with you in the sense it's like, even as somebody who's done it, it's like, listen, it doesn't really fucking matter. I guess it might matter to some people, like, there's exceptions to the rule. Somebody who like is like, I don't know where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I also, like, when I got it back, I was like, yeah, this is what I fucking thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, so what did it say? It was like, you're 50% Dominican and 50% Puerto Rican. And you were like, Eureka.
I was like 60% Iberian, which is like the Iberian Peninsula. That's like where Spain and other Mediterranean countries are. I think Greece is in it's the Mediterranean.
Okay. I'm not going to even I'm not even going to dip a toe into this pool. I have no idea.
Yeah, I was like 30% like Sierra Leone or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah? You got blood diamonds?
Yeah, 100%. I got big fucking, I'll grab that shit with my foot.
Diamonds over with his foot.
Yeah.
Where's the diamond?
There's a fucking plot of land with some oil that somebody owes me over there. Richest country in the world. And I forgot and then the rest of it was just like scattered. Like, fractions of percentages here and there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think I had a little bit of Asian in me. You'd probably be like very like all of Iberian. You'd probably be like 90-something% Iberian.
You think so?
100%.
Really?
Yeah, that's what my cousins get. Like just the Puerto Rican, the ones that are like, double Puerto Rican.
Yeah, that's me.
Rican.
I'm a double Puerto Rican.
Double Puerto Rican. They get that. You know what my chick got, bro?
What?
She got 98% indigenous South American.
Get the fuck out of here, yeah?
Yeah, she got like 2% like fucking. I forgot what the other 2% was.
Damn, they don't owe her reparations or some shit?
I don't know. I was like, damn, you should like fucking get a scholarship or something like that.
Find out. She might own part of a pyramid or some shit.
Like,
you better
fucking crazy. I was like, you fucked up the bloodline, huh? I was like, you really dropped the fucking ball with me. Jesus Christ. I was like, you should have did better. You're probably a princess of some kind, and I think that somewhere down the line, your ancestors are crying right now.
Right? She got a queen size bedroom that's like reserved for her in the ruins.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah. But whatevs, it's my swag.
Dude, you got listen,
it's
man.
My swag.
It's that 60% Iberian.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Come get it.
Dude, you see the fucking UK is talking about possibly putting up like phase gates on porn websites. Like you have to like do facial recognition to get in, or like show like turn your camera on, show your face.
Are you kidding me? Hell no, bro.
They're in the talks. It's not something that's implemented or anything like that.
Gentlemen, increase your spank bank. Go ahead and get yourself some real experience out there. Generate some real solid memories. Mm-hmm. And keep them alive.
Well,
keep them alive.
I don't think that really keeps people from fucking jerking off. I think that just keeps them from like using like the quality sites. You know what I'm saying? It really puts you into a XNXX place. You know what I'm saying? You might have been a hub user, but not anymore, honey. Now you're jumping down to the fucking poor UI, the shitty UI. Good luck navigating this on your phone. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be a little X-Hamster or something like that. You're going, you know what I'm saying? This is something you might have to invest in a tablet. You might have to completely change your whole rig. I don't know.
You know what my question is? How do they know what you look like? What if you start your facial recognition journey with the hub or something like that in the UK with a disguise, and it thinks that's always what you look like?
No, because there's some. I like this joke. I want to keep going, but this was in the article that I read. This was like mentioned that there's some like human authentication, like portion of it.
Nah,
which
that's
is
crazy.
One of the worst parts is like, because then it brings in like, blackmail and shit like this. I think I seen this on Philip DeFranco. I think he was the one that talked about it. But yeah, so it's kind of, it's kind of crazy. But I think like, that's why like VPNs exist and shit like that. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I don't think it keeps people off. It's like the gun laws in New York. It's like, it really just puts the guns in the hands of criminals and keeps guns out of the hands of like law abiding citizens.
Yeah.
It's like when you make porn hard to access, it's like, now you're gonna make me go the dirty route. I didn't want to go through the back door and get the ghost fucking porn, but I gotta go get it now. You know, I gotta get that unregulated.
Yo, I'm curious about if this is gonna revive the saloon doors in the fucking video store.
Dude, there's gonna be fucking those dollar boxes. They're gonna be $10, and you're gonna open up the thing, and it's gonna be just a bunch of ladies in there. Yeah. And one lady boy, affirmative action.
See, you gotta be careful scrolling. You gotta be careful on the scroll. Don't scroll too far. It gets weird down there.
Yeah. Listen.
You know? But damn, that's crazy that they're doing that. I can't. So what's the point of that? Are they trying to keep like age restriction? They're trying to enforce age restriction, or or are they just collecting data?
No, depends who you ask, right?
What are they doing, man?
Put my tinfoil hat on. No, they're trying to keep kids off of there, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Kids don't watch porn. I don't know.
Yeah, let me see. Is there anything in the chat that we got going on?
I don't know.
The
chat was kind of going off for a while.
Do your job,
I got overwhelmed. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Your job. So we'll
right
pause
now.
and catch up on the chat. Let's see what everybody says.
I expect they're using AI to verify age. Berto from Sierra Leone, Kanye West remix. You already know. Hey, I thought the back door in this context got to be careful, Berto.
Yeah, exit only.
It's like I said, I think it just pushes people to like different websites, and even like I think the parent company who owns Pornhub, I think they made a announcement, or they said something about the fact that like this just pushes people to sites that are like less regulated, where there's more like, you know, content that not even supposed to be on the internet is on, and it just pushes people to like these kind of sites where these people will make money on, you know, not even like the lesser quality, but like also like the unregulated places where they have like, you know, the shit that, you know, nobody should have.
Yeah, like when you're gonna start, you're gonna be like, hey, I'm just looking for somebody's looking for a little Sky Brie.
Yeah.
And they end up fucking rolling up on a snuff film.
Yeah,
they're like,
exactly.
whoa, hey.
Now you're a fucking accessory to a crime.
Yeah, come on, man. Next thing you know, feds are taking your computer, and all you did was just click a link. You know, there's gonna be a spike in viruses. I'll tell you that.
There's gonna be a spike in fucking VPN purchases. That's
Yeah.
what there's gonna be. Did you see the guy? Remember that guy on YouTube that jumped out that plane?
Yes, I did. I
And
remember.
then
He crashed the plane on purpose, right? But give people some context.
So there was a guy a while ago, a couple years ago, who pilot on YouTube jumps out of a perfectly good airplane and fakes like a fucking engine malfunction for views, essentially. Went to court, was found guilty. He was sentenced today.
And what'd they sentence him to?
I think he's doing, what did I write here in my notes? 6 months in the feds.
6 months. But I think he was facing like 20 years, wasn't he?
Originally, they were, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know,
They
man.
start throwing, he probably got 6 months in the feds and like 30 years probation or some ridiculous shit like that.
And they stripped him of his pilot license, I think. I think I heard part of this.
He's
or I
not
read
going to
part
be
of
able
it.
to fly again, yeah. Not with the FAA, not around here, not
Yeah.
around these parts.
He's like, I actually don't care to fly ever again, dude. I'm good. Off that one video, I made like $400,000. I'm good.
Yeah, he lost all that shit in lawyer fees.
True.
100%. Shame on you. Like, dude, what the fuck are you doing jumping out of planes? This is just another dude that's doing some crazy shit for fucking views. What crazy shit could I do to get us views? You think if I pull my dick out on here, we'd fucking blow up?
I mean, shit, go for it. What do you guys think?
What not? Like, what is like, I don't know. I don't know if there was, maybe if somebody told me like this would definitely work, I'd be like, you know what, maybe this is worth it. But these guys are all rolling the dice, right? These guys are all, that guy who punched that drunk dude that you fucking argue with on Instagram, or this guy who jumped out of the plane and ended up, you know, actually hitting a lick and then probably losing all the money in lawyer fees. Like, you know, they all rolled the dice. They don't know if they're going to really go viral off these moments.
True. Well, that dude, it was so funny because he's like, hey, it's me that did the video and stuff. And I'm like, dude, this is not a good video. You are not. He thinks that was a Gracie video, like one that Henner would be like, you guys, check out this guy. He works at a supermarket. You know,
That's actually very good.
he works at a supermarket, and you guys, he trains at a brother academy in Portland. You know,
That's so good, and I'm upset that I feel like our audience isn't gonna understand it, but it's very, very good. If you guys go to YouTube after this, not while you're watching us, but you watch the Gracie break, go type in Gracie breakdown, and you understand exactly what Justin's talking about.
yeah, that's not the kind of video that gets broken down. Breaking a guy's face that didn't even know that there was a human standing in front of him is not the way to go.
Yeah, especially right now with what's going on in the media with Diddy and his situation.
Yeah.
You have people punching people.
Yeah, Diddy's going through it, and his son isn't making matters easier for him.
What's going on with his son?
This guy's on video like stacking and claiming a gang set.
Oh, I seen that video. Like a gang from Chicago, right?
Bro, like, yo, I'm like, bro, that is not. He was like, said that he's GDK and shit. I'm like, bro, what? You were born a millionaire. Like, that everybody that grew up in a gang wishes they didn't have to do that more than likely.
Yeah.
You know, and this guy is like, he's stacking. I'm like, yo, how corny,
Dude,
are celebrities' kids? How corny are they?
isn't that crazy?
Dude, I was like, you're bugging, bro.
But it's the same thing with like Chris Brown. Chris Brown claims a hood from California. He's
Yeah.
not from California.
Yeah, nah, but you know,
Soulja
but
Boy
even,
does too.
Yeah, but even so, like, you never seen Chris Brown publicly stacking on video and claiming a set. Have
He
you?
just said it. He's been
Did he?
claiming a set for a long time.
I know he's been affiliated for a long time, but
He
I mean,
just said the other day he was just talking about the conflict that's going on. I don't want to mention it in a video going to the fucking shadow realm. And he said, "I'm not a blank or a blank." He said, "I'm a Pyru." And then some people are like, "Wait, aren't you like from Virginia?"
he is from Virginia, but at least he wasn't born a millionaire. He
Yeah.
made the money for his family. This kid was born with, like, are you kidding me? This kid was shitting gold flakes for like the first 6 months of his life. You know, I'm like, dude, you got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me. And then, but now he's made statements saying he's not down with any kind of gang. It's not what he's doing. I'm like, dude, why would you ever want to involve yourself in that? You got to skip all that. You got to skip all that.
Yeah.
The majority of us came from somewhere where there was active gang activity. He probably never saw real gang activity in his life.
He didn't have to. He's a millionaire.
Yeah, Diddy did all that he did so that you wouldn't have to see all that and be around that, and instead you're going and pursuing that and emulating it. I'm like, God, between the basketball players and these rich people pretending, I'm like, this is so crazy to me.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I feel like Shine did all that time for no reason now.
Yeah, it's yo, he got deported, bro.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I feel like if the whole like thing is true, yo, what up, Raps? I feel like if that whole thing is true, then Diddy probably broke him off anyways. Dude, when you're a millionaire, if you've got like a couple $1 million and you're like in another country,
yeah,
you're kind of the fucking man.
dude, kind of the
Live
man.
like you can live like a king in other places. Where do you get? Didn't he get deported to like? I don't want to. Where did he get deported to?
Who you talking about? Shine?
Yeah,
Belize,
Belize. Okay, I was gonna say Barbados. I thought. Where's Belize?
Central America.
Central America. He's gonna be all right.
Yeah, but I think he's since been allowed back.
Oh,
I think so. I mean, because he's done a lot of like outreach work and a lot of work with at-risk youth and stuff. He's done a lot. He's gone. I think he's even kind of turned to God a lot, something like that. So, I mean, that's a pretty hefty experience. You do a ton of time and then you get sent away. You go to you get deported. Like, woo.
not just that, but when you blow up and then you get and you get arrested, that's like the same exact thing. It's like if you become very successful and you get arrested, like isn't that what happened to Vibes Cartel? Blew up, went to jail, and then he couldn't even leave the country.
Yeah. Yeah, not everybody got to do it like Unwell. Start to blow up, go away for 3 years, come out bigger than when you went in.
That's a crazy story, yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy. His team held him down. His team really did what they were supposed to. So,
But yeah, these celebrity kids are out of control. T.I.'s kid, Diddy's kid.
Yeah, what is going on with these kids?
I don't know. T.I.'s kid's so funny, claiming that he had he's got veneers in his mouth. Then he's talking about how he had like a rough upbringing, and I'm like, dude, we watched you on TV.
Bro, I saw.
What are you talking about?
They showed the reality show where he's like having that meltdown and he's crying and shit on there. And I'm looking in the comments. Immediately I open the comments and I look in the comments and somebody's like, this is the most light-skinned shit I ever seen. Yo, I was in tears, bro. I'm like, yo, the internet's undefeated, bro.
Dude,
For real.
the No Jumper show.
Yeah. Oh,
For
like
the
to
Love of
plug Lena or something?
Yeah, it's not. Well, the goal of the show is to plug Lena, but the show is called A Shot at. No, it's not. It's called For the Love of Lena.
Oh, I thought it was to, shot to plug Elena.
No. You do. That's what you're getting. You're getting a shot at.
Got you.
Show's over. The finale.
Who won? Crip Mac?
Crip Mac did not win.
Nah, she would never let Crip Mac win.
I don't know if I want to ruin it for the people who haven't watched it yet.
I don't think anybody's watching this.
Little D won, New York dude. I'm very happy.
I don't know. Little D?
Yeah, apparently his D is not little.
The irony. Good for
He's
him.
like a dude from somewhere in New York. He's probably. If I'm gonna roll the dice and say he's from the Bronx. I don't know
Yo,
where
shout
he's
out
from.
New York, man.
Yeah.
Shout out New York for winning that, man. So they're gonna Eiffel Tower this guy's wife now.
I think they've already did it. They've already done it.
My God. Dude, imagine being a dude that holds a reality show to crown the winner, the person that gets to bang your wife. Oh my God. What kind of world are we living in? God
Dude,
help us all. Bring the tablets. Bring the tablets. New Ten Commandments. We need it.
Yeah, somebody put their hand in a burning bush. It's weird because even when you're watching the show, he keeps referencing that. He's like, "You guys are fighting for the chance to bang my wife." Like he keeps saying that. It's like so weird. It's like,
Yeah,
but maybe he likes that shit. Are we? Who are we to judge him and them for wanting to be banged? By other men.
I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying that I could never do that, and I can't even come close to wrapping my head around how that guy is doing that. I can't. He's got to be medicated or something. I can't. I cannot fathom that. Dude, when I'm seeing a girl, I hate the guys before me.
Yeah, I don't want to know about those guys.
I don't want to know nothing about them guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing about them. Throw the necklace out. I don't want shit about shit.
Yeah, facts.
I don't want to hear nothing about these guys. I don't want to
When you
hear
get
nothing
ice cream,
about
I
them.
want it to be your first time ever having ice cream. You've never had ice cream before.
Yeah. I don't want to find no old Jersey. The fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? What? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But maybe that's me. I mean, I don't know. Some
Nah,
guys
I
are
feel the
just
same way. I haven't been in a fresh one in a long time, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
it's crazy.
And I feel like I'd feel the same way.
It's crazy.
I
But,
don't want to know about that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess that's a little bit better than being that guy. Did you see Ruby Rose met up with her biggest contributor on OnlyFans?
Dude, that guy dropped like how much money did he spend?
Bro, he spent $60,000 in 1 month.
$60,000 on her OnlyFans?
On her OnlyFans.
What's she doing on there? She's doing it all?
No, I think he's just like in love with her.
There's no fucking totivity?
No.
There's no she's not showing everybody the fucking
There's no totivity.
she's not showing everybody the box. What's going on? What's she doing on there? Is it just like fucking because if she's just shaking ass for 60 grand, he can go somewhere else. We need to bring him to Latin America. He could do for 60 grand, he could do a lot. He can have one. A whole one.
For 60 grand, he could own one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The hell are you talking about, bro? Black Snake Moan.
Yeah.
Have her chained up in the house.
A month? You don't got to chain her up. For 60 grand a month, she's not going anywhere.
Yeah, facts.
60 grand a month, I'll show up. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, it's crazy. So they meet up, and dude, he has spent a total of over $90,000 on her on that OnlyFans. 90 grand. So he just got a tattoo of her on his body. He got a tattoo of her. She said, "Tap my face on you so I know it's real." She tweeted or some
Ruby
shit.
Rose?
And this motherfucker tatted. I'll tell you what, one of the worst tattoos I've ever seen, because I don't know who that is, but it ain't Ruby Rose.
What is it? Like, is it her like looking over her back shoulder, like looking over her shoulder with her ass out?
No, it's like some selfie from Instagram or some shit, you know?
I will say one thing though. If there's somebody to spend 60 racks on, yeah, I wonder if he gets to see things that we don't see. I wonder if he's getting exclusives because then I can rationalize this. But I need to see what he's purchasing. I need to do an audit. I'm not going to judge this guy just yet because if he's getting things, she's of the upper echelons of that community she's in.
She absolutely is, man. I'll tell you what. I would say that Ice Spice couldn't even clean her chamber pot.
You know how I feel about Ice Spice.
I know how you feel about Ice Spice, but I'll tell you what. Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose is a bad ting.
Come on, man.
100%. Ruby Rose is bad. I don't know. I don't want to get stuck on this one because we could go down this fucking. We could start pulling names out the fucking hat.
We could go. I think that we should jump for a quick second just to give thanks to some heroes.
Yes.
Right now, you want to talk about some heroes?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I just wanted to give some shout outs to a couple of heroes. From the Mexican community, from the Latin community. The dude that stuck that dude, Derek Chauvin, Officer Chauvin, 22 times in a prison.
I don't know this story.
He's the cop that was kneeling on George Floyd and got locked up.
They just stabbed him to death?
Bro, 22. No, he lived 22 times. The dude stuck him. He just came out of the hospital.
Oh, he got stuck a while ago.
Yeah, he just came out of the hospital.
He got stuck like a year ago.
No, bro, this was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I don't
Something
know
like that.
about this. We didn't talk about this.
Oh, nah?
Wasn't he stabbed a long time ago too? Maybe that's another officer.
No.
But go ahead. So tell
this the guy that was in the main like shot of when George Floyd was face down.
Yeah.
And the guy that had his knee on him.
Okay, so
He's locked up.
Yes.
And some Mexican dude poked him up.
Yeah. Some guy who's probably already doing life.
Yeah. And also another Mexican dude poked up the dude that killed Nipsey. So, I mean, I don't know how, don't wish harm on anybody. But I mean, yeah, I'll leave it there. See you guys, leave it in the comments. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, evil receives evil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You take somebody like Nipsey, you kind of deserve a little something.
We don't always applaud violence.
Yeah, let me stop. Don't get our video flagged. I'm only joking. This is a comedy podcast where we make jokes.
Speaking of fucking violence, another thing I seen on fucking Philip DeFranco. Did you hear about that guy? You didn't hear about this, but I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell our audience about it. There's a guy who's on his deathbed. He's a Boston man.
Okay.
And as he's dying, or while he's dying, in the weeks before his death, he admits to his daughter that he's not the man that she believes he is.
Okay.
And apparently he had like a whole nother name, and he had robbed a bank when he was like 20 years old and gotten away with like 250 grand or something like that. And then he moved away, changed his name, and like lived this other identity.
So you mean he did it right?
Yeah. And lived life, died of lung cancer, but was never caught.
You know what? You know what we call that?
Success.
Great success.
Good success. Nobody was hurt. It's nonviolent crime.
Nobody was hurt, man. I mean,
Insurance covered that.
What year did he rob this bank? This must have been like 1920. Did he rob this bank around the same time that Nikola Tesla was discovering power?
He definitely robbed this bank with like a pack of cigarettes in his sleeve.
Yeah,
like
he was like, "Give me all the money.
No,
give me all the money in the bank."
He worked at the bank. He went out on break. They say he went to go buy a pack of cigarettes and a bottle of whiskey. Walked back in, walked into the vault, filled up a bag with money, and left. And nobody even noticed for days.
Wow, what a time to be alive before surveillance, huh?
No cameras.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? I could just picture him walking out with like one of those like brown grocery bags, like walking past a guy selling ice cream, ringing a bell.
Wow.
The milkman's coming,
Wow.
But yeah, but now his daughters essentially ratted on him. Now everybody knows.
Yikes. But, at least
dead.
he's on the other side now.
Yeah, it's true. She's got a podcast now. She talks about it. I don't know how long that's going to last.
Back to people doing whatever, selling out family now for clout. Selling out. Come on, man. Where's the video? Where's the video of her knocking out a drunk guy? Give me a freaking break, Jesus.
That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. So do we do? Is it not cool anymore because is it all right that she tells the world because he's dead? But is it not cool anymore because she then starts a podcast based off of this event?
I mean, what does she talk about? What's her content? Is she talking about other botched robberies? Is she talking about the guy that robbed that plane and jumped off the plane and was never found? It's still a mystery, that whole case. You ever hear about that? Oh, huh?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm trying to think of the name.
Bro, that would be, bro, I'm telling you, I'm not even going to get into it, but that is one of the coolest cases I've ever heard of. It was a plane transporting a whole bunch of cash, right?
Yes.
What was the name? Somebody in the chat knows. Somebody in the chat knows. What's the guy's name?
He was like in the woods. It was some PJ Spencer or some shit like that, or it was like Earl something. Damn!
Help us out in the chat, guys. Help us out.
The story is that the guy like stole a bunch of money. It had a plane and then ended up bailing out of the plane in a parachute with all the money. The body was found, but the money was never found.
They never found his body.
No, they never found the body or the money.
They never found the body or the money.
Yeah.
That's pretty goddamn cool. When are we going to make a movie about that? When can we make a dope-ass movie where Leonardo DiCaprio plays the guy that robs this plane and jumps out and gets away?
Yeah. Is that where the movie ends?
B.D. Cooper. Thank you, Saif.
Yes.
Yes, B.D. Cooper. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yep. I've watched movies about this, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
of people chasing the treasure, not of like somebody being him.
I want I want the whole story of you just follow this guy's day, and it all culminates to him getting on the plane, and just like maybe a little chaos, or maybe he's just so smooth. He's just a smooth criminal, and he gets to the money and just jumps out the back. I want to see him just look back and be like, and just jump out the plane.
It's so funny that there's like that. Like that's what gives it. The second we find out, like they find his body and then determine that he died on impact, like the story becomes like not as good. Like it's the same thing with like pirate treasure stories of like sunken ships and shit like that. It's like that's the best part of the story, the fact that we don't know.
Yeah.
I would love to know, but I feel like that's the best part, that we don't know.
Like the mystery?
Yeah. That's what makes it so good, because I'm thinking in my head, like, fuck, what do you think that he's like, you know, living with? You think him and Tupac are held up somewhere in Mexico, just like living their best lives?
I mean, dude, the way it is now, I don't put anything past anyone. My boy thinks Epstein is alive.
Oh, really?
He's like, that dude is alive, chilling somewhere. That guy had enough money to disappear forever. Fake his death. I mean, there was shady stuff with the death certificate. There was all kinds of stuff. Like, it wasn't ruled a suicide by the person that did the autopsy. But then the person that runs, like, the New York State, like, medical examiner's office
overrode it.
Changed it to a suicide. Didn't even see the body. Didn't see anything. Never went there and changed it to a suicide.
Wild.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Said, nah, this is wrong.
Yep.
Suicide.
What are you guys thinking, huh? Heads or tails? You know what? I want to run a question by you that I saw on a podcast. I wish we could shout them out. Maybe we'll link them down below. I think, matter of fact, I saved it because I do want to shout them out, because it was their podcast that I saw this on, and I was like, this is a great idea. I want to see what we, what we come up with. You know what? Sorry, guys. I'm not going to shout you out. It's taking me too long to find it. So what I am going to do.
Ask me the question. And then you.
So the question is, would you rather have $100,000 wired to your account right now?
Mm-hmm.
So would you rather have $100,000 wired to your account right now? It might take like 2 business days or whatever, but you get the $100,000 cash tax free, right? Or would you rather flip a coin for $10 million? So if it lands on what you call, let's say it's heads and tails, clearly. Let's say you say heads. If it lands on heads, you get 10 million. If it lands on tails, you get nothing. So it's a guaranteed $100,000 right now, wire transfer, or flip a coin for 10 million. Either $10 million or nothing, depending on the outcome.
I think it's difficult to say no to the $100,000 because it's guaranteed. I don't think 100 grand is not life-changing money, though.
It's not life-changing money, but
it's annual. Like, it's going to affect the next couple of years.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
So it's like, it's difficult to say no to that. It's the most logical decision to make.
Yeah, $100,000 can clear up most people's debt entirely, including student loans, including credit cards, car payments. $100,000, you're starting at a zero balance.
Yeah. You
After
can start
that.
a business. You can
Start a business. You could
invest
buy
in real
down payment
estate.
on a house.
Yeah, you could take, you could make yourself an LLC and then a BCC and then roll that into a BBC. And then you start renting out Airbnbs.
I like that.
Yeah, you can do all those things.
And then you could get some OPP.
Yeah, yeah, you could buy a couple bricks and flip, make that shit jump. No, I don't know. I think, dude, but at the same time, because it's not life-changing money, you kind of want to roll the dice and go for that $10 million because that, my friend, is life-changing money. And the odds are very good. 50%, like, you're not getting odds like that in anything else. Like, you go to Vegas, like, 50%, those are that. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. What are you thinking?
Dude, I mean, I don't know, man, because the 10 million. I mean, to be quite honest with you, damn, what would I do? What would I do? I might have to think this through for a second, because the $100,000 would clear up all my debt. Student loans gone, all that shit. And I would have something left over, like a down payment on a house. But 10 million? But then we're turning it from accepting a large sum of money to gambling. Right? You're gambling for the 10 million. That's what that is. That's a gamble. You get nothing or you win it all. So you're betting it all on a gamble, essentially, on the flip of a coin.
Yeah.
But if you hit,
it's like they're saying you could, I'll give you, here's $100,000. Now, before you leave, you want to flip a coin for 10 million? I'll give you 10 million. You give me 100,000. Because it's 100,000 you just got.
yeah, that's exactly what that's like. Like my 10 million versus your 100,000.
Yeah.
We'll flip a coin right now.
Before you leave, you got this money in your hand.
You know who I want to send that podcast to, that clip to?
Oh.
Mr. Beast. I want to send it to Mr. Beast.
So he could do it?
See if he'd do it. Maybe not 10 million. Maybe offer the 10,000 or flip a coin for 100,000.
So when you watch the Mr. Beast videos, you realize that people are also very likely to take that 100,000 because there are people that they go to the show, they go to these events or they get selected and they're waiting to get bought out or they opt to be bought out because during a lot of his episodes where he's doing things for money, he'll say like, whoever leaves within the next 5 minutes gets like, next person to leave gets $10,000. And somebody would be like, all right, I'll just leave because I don't think I'm going to win. So I'll just leave and get this 10 bands instead of fucking trying to stay and then losing and not getting dick.
All right. I can't disagree. God damn. This is tough. My mind keeps on shifting back and forth. There's some comments in the chat here. Let's see what the chat has to say about this. All I need. So Dave says all I need is that 100 and I'll make 10 M's. I like that though. I like that thinking. And then Saif says need more than 100K to pay off a mortgage. Curiosity killed the cat, but cats have 9 lives.
Yeah, listen, man. It's what they say about the bird in the bush. It's better to have the bird in the hand than 2 in the bush.
Yeah.
That $100,000 is guaranteed. You're really fucking rolling the dice. And it also depends on where you are in your life. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got no money and somebody puts 100 racks in your hands and then you roll the dice and fuck around and don't get that, you fucked up real big. If you're doing all right and you roll the dice and you lost, it's like you're still doing all right.
Yeah.
But if you wasn't doing all right,
yeah,
and you roll the fucking dice.
Yeah, you know what I would do? I would sell tickets to the event of me flipping the coin.
Okay.
$10 to get in and see me win 10 million or see me fucking jump off the fucking highest point.
Now, if you're going to do something like that, now we're talking. Now I'm ready to risk it all.
I might be able to make 100,000.
Yeah, because 100%, you'd be able to fucking.
I'll have a raffle where you could win $1 million. Yeah. If I win the 10 million, you have a chance to enter a raffle to win $1 million.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Yeah.
Did I crack it?
You cracked the fucking
Did I crack the shit or what?
Yeah, 100%. We're rolling the dice. We're flipping the coin.
Come on, we're flipping the coin. We'll make 100,000 easy. and then flip the coin.
Yeah, what are you picking, heads or tails? And do you want a real coin, or are we looking for a digital coin?
You gonna flip a Dogecoin? What kind of coin we talking about? What are you talking about?
You ever seen like the coin flipping? Like, you ever been to like a casino that doesn't have real tables? That's like digital.
Yeah, they're all fucking scams.
Okay, so you're going with the real coin.
Yeah, I'm going with. What do you think? I'm gonna go with a coin app? Get out of here. That's probably owned by the guy that's offering me the 10 million. Mira pa allá, rompí la maldita.
Go ahead. So yeah, I think that you did crack the code in that doing that way.
I cracked it, bro.
You don't even have to worry about it because you can make a lot more than $100,000 doing that.
We got some more people chiming in here. So we got let's see. Damn, I appreciate you guys being so engaged. So Dave says he'll make the 10M, and then he'll make the 10M out of the 100. And then Saif says he said he would get all his boys to flip it and then split it. I like that approach. Team approach, team effort.
Team effort.
Dave says, yeah, I have zero faith in your hustle. Come on, boys. Matt Haneke says 10 million changes the game you're playing in. True. That changes the entire table.
That kind of money makes it so that you can take so many more risk. Because it's not about. I don't believe that it's about like how likely you are like to succeed, because I think that people who, if you do things long enough, like the possibility of you being successful like becomes greater.
Yeah,
right.
Correct.
And
stick-to-itiveness.
Exactly. The $10 million allows you to commit yourself like wholeheartedly to whatever your endeavor is.
True.
100,000, still difficult, to commit yourself 100%. Like, unless like you're already, stable and you're able to take that $100,000 and completely like invest it into yourself.
That's
like,
true.
Into whatever your hustle is.
Yeah, true. But let's see. I want to read a little bit more on here. So so then Saif says 100K, you still got to work. It just makes things a little easier. 10 M's is another level. So then Dave says 100K makes me a rich man in 2 years. So Matt says 10 M's makes your grandkids and grandkids' kids rich.
That's a Fendi. That's a fact.
In 2 years. True. Dave says you can also come up with a big fat zero, which is true.
But that's where it's like, you know what? 100 grand ain't enough. 10 million is enough.
Yeah, Saif says, yeah, then I'm continuing life as it is. Nothing changed. So Dave says, I have faith in myself, not a coin flip. Dave also says, I make my own luck. Okay, I like that approach. But
samurai approach. I like that.
That's it. I make my own luck. And then Saif says, you got to change your last name to Goggins, bro. That's right, Dave. Stay hard.
Stay hard.
So then Matt says 10 M's is buying 10 houses in Brentwood.
That's mad funny.
Yeah, true. And then Dave says, but you don't have 10 M's. You might have nothing. And Saif says heads. Yeah, I'm picking heads too.
You picking heads?
I'm picking heads.
I don't know why I just said tails in my head, so I'm going to stick with tails.
So that means that one of us would have 10 mil and one of us would have nothing. But then we
one
just
of us
split
has 10 mils. We both got 10 mils.
Yeah, exactly.
We good,
That's we got 5 and 5. Fuck
yeah,
that.
we Gucci.
But yeah, man, that was an interesting
something
question.
else up for it. I want you to know that I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, I want to tag in the description. I want to put the podcast when I find it that I got that question from, because I found that question to be very intriguing. I was like, damn, this is a good question, because those are good numbers. Those are numbers that interest me. Mm-hmm. The 100,000 is enough to make me stay safe and take the 100,000. In certain moments that I'm in, and I'm like, yeah, I could take that 100,000. I could make more money. Take the 100,000. Move it around, invested in myself, a business, whatever, the podcast. Imagine we put 100,000 in advertising, bro.
Do you keep that to yourself, or do you like loop in other people?
With what, 100,000?
No. When you hear about this offer, you're at the crib, you get the phone call, somebody hits you up, they say, come through, you can bring whoever you want. Like, do you go alone? What kind of how are you doing this secretly? Do you want are you calling your people up? What's going to happen? And I want you to know, before you answer this question, that if something, difficult is requested of you when you show up to this place for this money, that I'm willing to do difficult things, to get this money for us. Go ahead.
All right. It depends on the reason. Are you asking just generally any reason would I bring people? Because I might not involve anybody in my decision. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I might seek the advice of maybe one or two people. But now if you're talking about if they're going to give me the $10 million on the spot, yeah, I'm bringing some people with me. You know what I'm saying? I can't be walking out of there with $10 million, you know? But let's say it's a wire transfer. So if it's a wire transfer, you know, there's no issue with transporting any kind of cash. So let's forget that scenario. If it's just a wire transfer and you're talking about do I involve anybody in terms of helping me with my decision and then plus moral support at the actual coin flip, I don't know.
Because like winning the lottery, it's one of those things where like, I don't know if I want to tell everybody about this.
Yeah, remember that Bow Wow movie? Remember that Bow Wow movie? It was called like The Ticket or something, or Lottery Ticket. No, he hits for the lotto and he's like in the hood in Atlanta, and then the neighborhood starts finding out. He's trying to keep it on the low, but then his family starts finding out. Mad people start coming out of the woodwork, like his uncle fucking Chicho starts fucking coming out, and shit, you know.
Nah, last Bow Wow movie I seen, I think pretty sure it was a dog playing basketball.
We talking about like Air Bud or something?
Pretty sure it was a golden retriever doing layups.
That's hilarious. Let's see what else is being said here. You know, by the way, just so everybody knows, Berto was supposed to manage the chat tonight. So that's what we decided before we went live.
But I grabbed the fucking controller and I started going off.
Yeah. So let's see. Saif says, if I get the call, I'm probably laughing and saying good joke and missing out on the best opportunity in my life.
Yeah.
Rab says like Mike OG. And like Mike OG. And then Saif says, what about you flip the coin and if it fails, you get a pity 10K?
I'd take that 100%. 10K or 10 million, I'd take the 10K. I'd take the flip 100%, undoubtedly, over the 100K.
Okay. So that you at least get 10K.
Yeah, 100%. I don't even have to think about it. 1,000%.
Really?
If you give me 100K is not that much money. It's like it's a lot of money, but it's not.
It's not really when you think about it. Not today.
It's not enough money.
Nah.
And I'm gonna get a pity 10K if I fucking 100%. I'm doing it. 100 million or 10 million or 10K, 1,000%. I don't even gotta think about it.
So you can't walk away with less than 10K.
I mean, even if he was gonna give me 7, I'd probably think about it too. You know, because it's better than nothing. $100,000 is nice, but it's not fucking.
It's not life-changing money.
You could get a loan for $100,000.
You could blow that shit easily. You could make one bad purchase and blow that money.
Dude, $100,000. You can't cash out a GTR with $100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, $100,000, bro. That's not even 20% on most of the homes on Long Island. That's not even a down payment on most of the homes on Long Island, bro.
So it's like it's not now that Safe kind of changed it up a little bit. 100%. I'd rather fucking coin flip for the $10,000.
He says 5K, Saif.
5K really isn't much at all.
Nah, 5K really ain't shit.
Can't even get my driveway done with 5K.
Yeah, 5K, bro. You fucking crazy, man. 5K, you can't even get an FHA with 5K.
At least 10K, at least, you know, I come home with a new driveway, you know?
Yeah, you know what I mean? 10K.
I'm not gonna get the patio and shit, but I get the driveway done.
10K, you got a fucking...
5K...
10K, you got a foundation under the shed. You know what I mean?
Man, 5K is tough, but I still... You know what? You got to think it's like 5K. You still got to put money on top of 5K.
True. You still got to add some money.
Yeah, 5K. 5K back in the day used to be a healthy down payment on a car. Remember that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
5K. Now... Come home with an $800 payment. You go there with 5K.
Bro, I got 5K when I did cash for clunkers when Obama was president. Remember that? Remember my old Regal?
Yeah.
That shit had a Kelly Blue Book value of $860. Yo, I took the bumpers off, the lights out, everything. As long as it could drive, it met the qualifications. I took that shit in to Honda. They gave me $5,000 for it.
What'd you do with the bumpers and shit?
I sold them to my man that was working on a Regal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that he never paid me for and then he never finished working on it. So I junked him at my homie's house. That's really what I did.
That's so funny. Because I know you went through the work of getting.
Dude, I took them off myself. Dude, and that was an 86 car. You know how deep those bolts were?
That's so fucking funny. I could picture you out there fucking struggling.
Come on, you remember the Regal, bro?
Yeah.
Remember the Regal, baby? But yeah, I think we got to be at the hour.
No, 100% we are.
Yo, Twiz, I got to say, that was a great episode, man.
Yeah, good job today, Twiz.
Great job, Twiz. You
Thanks,
know,
Twiz.
that camera's not on, is it?
No, it's not.
There you go. There's Twiz. Yo, has that arrow been flashing on the feed the whole time?
That's not the arrow.
Oh, they can't see it.
Yeah.
But that's what we got, man. So what's up? You want to take us out of here? Or should I take us home? Episode 178, right?
Episode 178.
Did you have any more topics? You look like you're flipping through your sonnets there. What's
Hey,
up?
look at my book of nonnets. I have
What kind of paper you got in there?
This is oak.
That looks like nice antique paper.
Yeah, it's oak.
I like that, man. Mm-hmm. Declaration of Independence paper.
Unbleached.
I love it.
This is meant to be used by fire.
That shit is papyrus.
Yes.
Fucking
I
right.
like that.
You got a quill?
I got
Writing on that shit with a quill?
Yeah, I keep it in my hat.
Yeah.
Keep it in my fucking fedora. You want to know where I keep my fucking quill?
Yo, Berto's the funniest guy I know.
Saif
I'm so
1000%
lucky.
has a quill in his house. I feel like anybody who lives in England, like if you live in the UK, you definitely like you write your mail. Like every piece of mail, they call it parchment, but whatever. Every piece of mail, like you write the return the to and return address.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
and you drink little tiny coffees. Mm-hmm. You drink little tiny coffees and a lot of tea.
Lot of tea, biscuits. All right, go ahead, take us out of here.
All right, man. This is Masters of None podcast, episode 178. Thank you guys for tuning in. Everybody that's in the live chat, we appreciate you guys. We're going to throw that question into the Discord.
Yeah.
And see if people have anything to say. And so we appreciate you if you were in the chat for participating. We also appreciate anybody that watched us on YouTube, Kick, or Twitch. And make sure that you guys subscribe to us on all platforms. It really helps us, helps the algorithm. Share this with at least one person. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you never miss any opportunity to watch us go live or watch any new videos that we post. And watch us and listen to us on all audio podcast platforms.
Yeah.
And Berto is going to blow a kiss at the beautiful audience. Look at that. It's my guy. So, Twiz, I'm sorry you're not here, but hey, man, one day you'll be back. You jumped in nice and early just to humor us, and then you disappear for the rest of the episode, but we love you.
Yeah, we want you to know that we know.
Yeah, we know.
People don't forget.
We know. We don't. People don't forget. So, shout out, guys. Everybody in the chat. We appreciate you guys. That's what we got. Master None Podcast, episode 178. We are gone.
Join the Discord and harass Twiz for not coming tonight. Goodbye, guys.
Yes, join the Discord and harass Twiz for not coming by tonight. That's what we got.
Boo this man! Hold on, I gotta turn the music on because we're Twizzlers. Hold on, guys.
Pon la
I gotta take off my
música.
headphones.
Which means